Good afternoon, everybody. This is Desiree, founder of An Empowered Woman and HomWork. And welcome to HomWork Live. Every Tuesday at 12 noon, we just kind of give you an update of what we're up to, what we're doing, and what HomWork is up to, where HomWork is involved in, and the special guests and the special participants and people and partners that are helping us pull this business forward. So today I'd like to introduce, we have the pleasure of Deborah Razo. How are you doing, Deborah Razo?
Yeah.
It's Razo, correct? Yes?
Razo, yes.
Razo, great. It's a wonderful name. She is the founder of WREN. Tell us more about WREN. I'm excited because it's women in real estate, and that's all I need to hear.
It's the Women's Real Estate Network. And, I found it kind of accidentally, to be honest.
Okay, how did that happen?
I've always been an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I've had several different businesses. And I started real estate about 8 years ago. And I was, out there and getting education and doing my first flips and buying my first buy and holds. And I was getting great education from men at the front of the room. That wasn't an issue, but I was really craving to get more women rock stars around me. And what I ended up doing is I ended up inviting about 11 other women to a Sunday brunch. We had champagne brunch in downtown LA. And we got together and we started talking. And these women are flippers, they're hard money lenders, they're syndicators. They were really cool women. And we all just started sharing resources. And I mean, it was women, real estate, and a little bit of alcohol. It was a pretty great brunch.
Great combination.
Right? And at the end of the brunch, I said, you know what, this is really fun. I was thinking maybe I should do this quarterly. And they were like, no, let's do it every other month. And so we started meeting every other month, and people started opening up their homes, and there was always wine involved. I noticed that. But the fact of the matter is we started sharing resources, and we started really forming relationships. And, you hear that saying that real estate is all about relationships. Well, it really is. And we got to start to forming relationships. And that was about 2 years ago. About a year ago, I realized there was this whole other community of young investors or women who were looking to get more education and didn't know where to go to see other women who were actually rocking it. So we started some meetups, and now we've got 4 meetups going. We've got an LA chapter, an OC chapter, a Seattle chapter, and we just opened Phoenix last month.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Yay.
Yay. And you know what? It's just been amazing. The outcome for me has been that I've been doing business now with the women that I've been with for the, past 2 years. It's like we're doing business with each other, and we share resources with each other. And when I have a question that I need answered, or I'm not quite sure what to do with a problem, I have a whole network of women that I can turn to that, somebody usually knows something to do. So it's worked out really well. And the other women are getting the same thing out of it. So it's been really wonderful.
That is so empowering, and that's your story mirrors how I started Empowered Woman. Because the same thing, I wanted to get women involved in real estate because my clients were predominantly men. I knew women could do it; they had the ability, and I started inviting them to my house for brunch. And then now we're celebrating our 12 years. We got more into the business side of it because more people are involved in business, but my heart has always been in real estate. And now I'm blessed to be able to now pull the real estate and the women together. Because as you said, Deborah, first of all, real estate is it's a big, big deal. I mean, you're talking about hundreds and thousands of dollars, and to some people it's close to their life savings or their largest purchase or largest investment they make in their life. So it's a big deal, and you want to do it, but you need to be educated. And even when you go to the classes and the books, boot camps and things like that, sometimes, like you said, there's a lot of other questions and situations that are not covered. You want to be able to reach out to somebody, and they can be very, very costly mistakes. So you need to have the access to not only the education, but the resources and the people that have been there and done that. And that's what networking is about. And that's why your group is growing. And I can imagine that's only 2 years. Will be the next 2 years because of the people. More women are realizing that real estate is a market that they have access to, and all they need is the people and collaborate together. Women are good doing that.
You know what? It's actually quite magical. I've said this before. I've said, when women get together and do anything, there's like some little magic that happens. It doesn't matter.
It's true.
We can all be cooking in the kitchen together, or or watching the kids together, or we can be crunching numbers together, and it's just fun and magical. It's a different atmosphere that we create, and I just love it.
It's a sisterhood, it's a sisterhood. But you have a women's networking organization, so you have meetings consistently. And I know a lot of people are cautious or afraid or shy about going to those networking communities and kind of, getting out, especially if they have something pending. What are some of the things that you suggest when you see women come to your community? What do you suggest them to do to make them feel comfortable and be able to dive right in?
Sure. First of all, I just want to say that, one of the things that I tell people, just as far as mindset goes, when you're going to something, when you're going to a gathering or a networking event, get curious, get curious about people, and, don't, think that you have to be something other than what you are. Authentic works. If you're shy, it's okay. There's other shy people there.
Yes.
Authentic truly works, And, as far as mindset goes, those are the two things that I really give. But as far as practical tips go, if you're going alone, look for another person that's alone. They probably want somebody to talk to. If you see people in twos, look for the ones that are forming a V, that are open. Those are the people that are gonna be open to receiving more people into their party. Practical things like that. But really, it's about getting over yourself. You just need to kind of go out there and get curious about other people and find out what people are up to, and just be authentic. If you're nervous, say, "Oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous." Like these events, I used to say that when I started. It's natural.
We all are when we first started, but I think consistency is the part of the key as well. If you go consistently, the more you go, then you warm up to people. People see you again and again and again. I know that some people come one time, they say, "Oh, I didn't get anything out of it." Well, it's like anything else. You have to nurture it, and you have to give to it, and you have to support it. And that's how you develop relationships. It doesn't happen a one-timer.
Yeah. And that's the truth about any relationship, isn't it? So
Yeah.
why would it be different when we're networking for business relationships? It's about an investment of time, and it's about an investment in the people that you're getting to know.
So I know that you also love some of your speakers offer education. So if somebody wants to learn more about all the different types of education in real estate or what to do, they can find that there. Suppose they're looking, like, for example, HomWork is a startup, and we're looking for investors and education and contacts. I mean, we need a lot of affiliates because it's involved in that real estate. What are some of the things you'd recommend for us to do, and then things that you'd recommend for us not to do?
Well, you know what? Investor relationships are even more important in the sense of authenticity, transparency, and consistency. I mean, you said it there. People have to get to know you, and I am an investor, and I need to know the people that I'm investing with. Right? I mean, who's going to hand over their money, their hard-earned money, and to somebody that they don't know or don't trust? So that consistency factor is really important. Getting to know somebody is really important, and I find transparency being really important. Making sure that everybody knows what's really going on up front. What are the advantages? What are the risks? Going into things, and that authenticity is really, it goes a long way. I know that there have been times that I've felt sold to, and I don't know if you can identify with this, Desiree, but there's people who are really anxious and they just really want to sell to you, and
we're really excited.
I know. And it's like, oh, hold on a second, you're making me uncomfortable. So that authenticity goes a long way with fostering investor relationships. And on the flip side, what don't you do is don't sell to people. It's hard enough. People are shifting through a lot of different opportunities, and to find somebody who's real about what it is they're offering and can deliver on it. That's genuine. That's true. So I stay with that formula personally. What else not to do? I'm not quite sure what else not to do, but yeah, keeping authentic, keeping transparent, And once again, this is relationship building. I mean, there have been times that I've been building relationships that have taken me, a couple months, and there have been times that I've built relationships and it's taken me a couple years. Everybody has a different level of trust factor that they put into things when they're handing over their money. So, it's not necessarily a short-term plan. It's a long haul. But the fact of the matter is, I'm in real estate and I've been in real estate for years, and I'm not going anywhere. I love it. Like I feel like kind of an oddball because I love it. My brother actually is huge into stocks. He has his own hedge fund, and he's always telling me, you should come invest over here. And I'm like, I can't watch that little line go up and down, but I can be on Zillow for hours, right? Like I'm investing.
I love looking at houses. It's just amazing. I always do.
It's always sexy, right? It's like
every second, every open house, my kids are just dying. Like, oh my goodness, so can I go into this open house? And every time I have a chance to see a house, get them decorated and design it. So it is a story. You have to be passionate about what you're doing to be able to be really good at it. And I know that if you're looking for investors, there's some things like as far as sometimes they say have an executive summary or have an investor deck or anything else that someone should have when they're going on that. For those of us who are wanting to invest in real estate, prepare ourselves for that.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely need an investor deck. You definitely the investor needs to know if they're putting in what is it they're getting back, right? I mean, we all want to know that. Like I say that I want my money out there working for me. If it's going out, it should be coming back with friends, and I want to know how many and when, right? Like, so make sure that your investor deck includes that. The structure of your investment, whether it's a limited partnership, whether it's a syndication. I mean, having your legal structure in place is really important. Having those documentations and everything, put together, very important. And I mean, I'm one of those people that reads the, PPMs. So, it's really important to me that, all my money is safe and I feel secure about what I'm doing. So, I mean, those are very important things to have going, for you. And, reach out to your network, right? I mean, the people that know you, the people that have seen you grow, the people that have already have some kind of relationship with you. The fact of the matter is you never know who's interested in investing and when. It's like the opportunities arrive and they have funds coming available, or you're doing the opportunity at a certain time that's good for them. It all works out. It's like divine timing somehow.
Fantastic. So besides investing, what else do your group, your organization, your ladies do? What else are they involved in?
Well, here's the thing. Our investment network is really that. It's networking. And we concentrate on building relationships with each other. And because we're a women's network and we're not specific to one area of real estate, we attract women from all different areas of real estate. So, for example, we have an event coming up here, and the speakers are flippers. Like, one of the flippers flips 4 to 6 houses a month. Right? I mean, yeah, she's like a full-time flipper, right? Who has time for anything else? One of the women is a hard money lender. She lends all kinds of money. The other, there's two women partners, and they syndicate storage units. There's a couple women that own a bunch of buy and hold properties. There's a couple women that do a lot of value add things. There's one woman, our keynote speaker. She's a developer. She just finished developing a resort in Belize, right? I mean, It's amazing. And so, our network isn't concentrated in one area of real estate specifically, but it is like concentrated in coming in, learning, understanding that you've got a network out there to support you. And and I'm still learning from the network that's coming.
It's constant. I think it's constant. It's so much and so many different ways of doing it. So it's constant. So tell us more about this event, because I'm excited. I did find out that I can attend, so I'm very, very excited about that.
I'm so glad you're going to join us.
Yes, I know. I shuffle things around so I can do that. So talk about this Saturday.
Yes, it's this Saturday, October 21st. And last year we decided to gather a few women together, and we put a panel of 6 women. We put a panel of 6 people on a panel, 6 women on a panel, and they're from all different industries. And we had like 100 women turn out.
Yay!
Right?
You're going to top that this year.
We're in Studio City at the Sportsman's Lodge, and it's Saturday. We're doing all day. We're doing from 9 to 4. And we've got 2 sets of panels coming out. So we've got 14 women speakers. And what's amazing is that you'll be able to really speak with the speakers. So we have them on panels. You'll be able to ask questions. And then at lunchtime, there'll be a speaker at every table. So if there's any questions you still have, you'll be able to socialize with them, find out how they started, find out what they've had to go through, find out, what they've had to overcome, and because they're women, you identify with them, they're mothers, they're partners, they have aging parents, whatever it is, we're all kind of going through similar things. And so you get to know a little bit more about their journey and the decisions they've had to make and how they got where they're at. And honestly, it's really empowering. I mean, I find it super empowering just because these women are rock stars, but it's also empowering in the sense that, when you see people that are like you, that are really breaking the boundaries and doing things that you want to do, it really helps you to believe and continue on track to going, I can do that too, right?
You're exactly right, Deborah. I mean, that's the goal. That's the goal. And like everybody, whether they're starting, fixing, or or building their real estate business, or just thinking about real estate, even if it's on a one-on-one, their own first home, it's just nothing more magical than being in a community of women that are doing it, that have been there and done that, but that are real and that are part of you. That sisterhood is just, it's the only way that we can get ahead. It's the only way we can really do it effortlessly and like a lady.
And this is like a no fluff, no sales event. I don't know if you've been to these events, Desiree, but it's like run to the back of the room and sign up. That is not happening at this event.
Great. Fantastic. No, the fact that you're having them, everyone available, the fact that the speakers are giving their time and their availability, that's huge.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what the missing link is. So you've created a very, very comprehensive, diversified event. I think anyone that wants to know anything should be there. So tell us how they can get more. You're also gifting. You had a sponsor. A great sponsor that's gifted 10 tickets. So tell us about that, because there's no excuse.
we had actually, and it's a guy sponsor who wanted to come, which we don't allow men at the events. We have a couple of people that are working tables in the back, but other than that, there's no male attendees, and there's definitely no male speakers. But we had somebody who was generous enough to gift us some tickets, who said, I want women to be able to come that maybe can't afford it. And so he gifted us some tickets. I think that we still have some left. So I think you're posting the link, and you can email us if you want to see if you can get one of the free tickets at info@reninspires.com. And if you want to check out more about the event, go to igniteyourfirewithin.com and check out all the details of the event. And come join us. It's going to be so much fun. Bring your friends,
bring your parents, bring your sisters, bring the women that you want to empower. I mean, because they come together with a group of people, they can maybe go in and do something together. I mean, that's the best way to start.
Yeah,
it's scary for some people,
right? Everybody help everybody move forward, right?
Yes.
One of our speakers has a saying, so I'm going to steal it from her, and she's like, "Come, have fun, make money," right? Like that's what we should do.
Why not?
Have a few laughs, get to know each other, and then do some deals. It's a great environment to do that in.
It is, because I think, again, collaboration, partnerships, all that's just really important. So maybe if you just have this inkling of wanting to do something out there, being able to come, get motivated, get stimulated, and get someone to partner with you, or just get educated, it's going to make a big difference.
Absolutely.
So that's this Saturday. October the 21st at the
Yes.
Sportsman Lodge, and they should all register and everything prior to, correct?
Definitely register prior to, and it's WREN's Ignite Your Fire Within. So if you want more information, go to igniteyourfirewithin.com and or contact us. Send us an email at info@wreninspires.com.
And that's WREN.com.
WREN.
Like the bird. You told me the other night, like the bird.
Like the bird, yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing this information with us, because again, no matter where you are in your journey, it's going to be very helpful, and especially for this event. I appreciate you being able to empower women that way. So thank you, and I'll see you on Saturday.
I look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.